from this angle as well, originally you would have seen the Stefan racket and obviously the RQ LTA main building. So basically we're seeing the new site coming to fruition before our eyes, and hopefully for the sake of Queensland tennis and particularly the strong tennis community within Brisbane, we'll see this facility finished pretty soon.
Hugh Lund here. I've just been talking to Brian Laver about his days in Rockhampton and his cousin Rod Laver, and what I want to talk to him about now is his memories of Frew Park, Milton, because we're at the old site, and you must have started playing here when you were pretty young. You would have played a lot of matches.
I did. I was under 11 to under 16 Central Queensland champion, so I got sent down with the girls as well. Lois Laver, Rodney's cousin, was involved. Rodney's sister was involved in that too. And yeah, we came down here, and I would stay either at the Canberra Hotel with my mother or the Tattersalls Hotel, which was my mother's friend. And she never had time to, she was supposed to be a guardian too, but I loved the freedom of being a Rockhampton boy. So you'd make your way out with my cup lunch from Tattersalls Hotel, get to the 4X brewery and start to get nervous.
On the tram?
On the tram. Get very nervous because you knew
that
you could
was
get
the stop
one stop to go, and then you deal with Frank Land and be on the court pretty soon. Okay.
I had to play some good players.
You had to play some very good players. The players from my generation, great players. Barry died. Barry Wayne, famous journalist, died last year. Murray Goose, great player. Terry McClellan, still playing, both of them, I think.
John Decker.
Johnny Decker. He was younger than us. That was very good. Yeah, very younger than that was Geoff Masters coming up too. Yeah. He was even beating us as 18-year-olds when he was 16. Pain. Anyway, they were all there, and we played out, and I never could be the top four. McLennan, Barry Wayne, Murray Goose, but I got close a couple of times. One time I was in the semi-finals, and my mentor Arthur Little, who also defended Ken Fletcher's, he said, "Brian, what do you want to do tonight? Go home and have a steak? You want to go to Theatre Royal?" Being a Rocky boy, I chose Theatre Royal, great cabaret night. I'm very tired the next day. Yeah. Anyway, I won't blame that for it. It was a good learning about why I want to come and live in Brisbane, not in Rockhampton.
So do you think that this tennis centre, Milton here, was that one of the reasons Queensland produced so many champions? And brought them all together to play each other?
All the country players in particular. The difficulty we had is the Barry Waynes and Murray Goose and Johnny Deckers were being trained by Jimmy Bloody Shepherd, who actually used to do it for, they had a Sledger squad and a Spalding squad, and we wondered why these Brisbane boys were so damn good. We had no squads, we were flat out getting players to go. Donnie Booth, one of the blokes at Tennessee, runs, I think, hopping staff there. He and Jarvis, a few of the older guys played with us, but we come down here and these kids were outstanding, and that had to do with the Brisbane strength. The tennis strength really was here, except in those days within the country areas too. Anderson, Laver, all those sort of guys. So yeah, it was a place where we sorted out who was good and bad.
And then later on, you started coaching, and you brought tennis players from overseas here to coach them.
I did.
Like
I brought Eduardo Onsins, Jamie Onsins, and Curtin were the top players in Brazil. He was one of the brothers. He's now the Olympic coach for the Brazilian team. I brought Huna, who I taught for Reagan's government in the Chinese government. I was just a teacher, and she defected to the American. I got a New York Times ringing me and saying the Chinese government says she's a bourgeois, decadent individual, and I said I personally never trained anyone out.
And so, what did you think of the Milton Tennis Centre? Was it a wonderful centre, or did you think it was dilapidated?
Well, the grass courts were run down a bit from time to time. The clay courts were pretty good, and I never complained about playing on them. Playing some of the country areas and big holes in them, things like that, because they were just rough poles and wire. These ones had painted, gunmetal green like Wimbledon, so you felt very special.
Yeah. And a big centre court.
Absolutely, a big centre court. And so I loved coming here. I loved coming here because it gave me another look outside Rockhampton. I think all the country kids were
Yeah, it's a meeting place for country tennis players.
Lovely place. Talabudgera was another one. We used to get shoved off to there for tennis camps.
Fletch used to go down for the tennis camp on the beach.
Ian Eyre was one of the most coaches there. And Churchy was actually putting Ian's photograph up, mine, Dougie Smear was Junior Davis Cup captain. They're putting a bit of an array of memorabilia as well.
Yeah, because you won the GPS
Won the
title
GPS
with-
twice. Rodney came along and congratulated us with Arthur Little. That was a very moving situation.
Yeah, okay, well, thanks for those memories of Frew Park Milton and Brian Laver.
You may be interested in the background is a portrait painted of my husband, Don Cameron, former MP of several seats. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Frew Park YouTube. And I know that there'll be many more interesting things coming out of all of this, and I'm very proud to be a part of it all. Thank you.